Alex and Felix, and we are in our fourth year. The NFL 2025 season is kicking off tonight with the Philadelphia Eagles and Cowboys. It is halftime right now. You got a score of 21-20, Eagles over the Cowboys. Halftime break, and me and Alex are going to go over our picks to kick off the first week of this NFL season. All righty.
Okay,
Alex, go ahead. Let's do your thing.
okay. I'm gonna pick it. You gonna pick it. You pick it. I don't know how it, but we get you go into that you have of the game. So I think it's gonna pick it. By by three by 3 points. How about you?
I believe the Eagles will come out victorious, and I'm expecting the Eagles to open this game up. I believe they're going to win by at least, I'm going to say, another 14 points. I think that's where the game is going to end up going. I think they're being generous right now to the Cowboys. As we know, the Cowboys didn't really make a tremendous amount of gigantic moves in the offseason like some of the other teams around the league. And we didn't see a big performance from them in the draft as well. They even had time to even get Sanders. They chose not to. So let's move on from there. Tomorrow night, we have a Friday night game, folks. Friday night. The NFL don't typically do Friday night, but the Chiefs and the Chargers will be performing for you tomorrow night, and it is out of the United States, back down in Brazil. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is 100% correct. And for me, I'm gonna put that Jimmy Kennedy to get able to you open up the door.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Chargers, folks. I believe after last year's performance between these two organizations, the games were extremely close both times with these teams, and the Chiefs escaped them. But this time, I think the Chargers will, a little bit more familiar with each other now, and this is what is this the second year or third year of Harbaugh's? I think
The, that you at the hot box.
so. Second year going against Andy Reid. I'm not, yeah, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, and they do it twice a season.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Chargers. So we're gonna move on from there. We're gonna go into Sunday's games because yes, we're back on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Football's here, folks. Excited about what's to come, and so we're gonna start Cardinals Saints at a 1 o'clock game. Who you got, Cardinals or Saints?
I'm gonna pick it up because hey, I believe that they will open up for 3-1 and will be for 2 next week. How about you?
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals here. I think the Cardinals will get a win, but in a close matchup against the Saints. Okay, we're gonna move on from there. We're gonna go Panthers, Jags. These two teams don't play each other that often, although they came into the league at the same time. One AFC, one NFC, big cat team. And so, what do you got?
Well, the big cash here, I think it's going to be the Panther. I believe the Panther is the best team to the game.
I'm gonna go with the Jags, and with their big, first round pick. So I'm definitely gonna go with them. See what he brings to the table. Is he gonna play both positions on Sunday, or will he only play defensive back, or will they use him on both sides of the game? You tell me. Why I'm going to go.
I really hope they can do him about that other football after decently. I hope so. Okay, he got difficulty. The Eagle team is, I mean, the game, people waiting for the game. Um, but after after the draft, so we know the game is a good game to watch, people.
Okay, so next up we got Bucks Falcons, folks. 1 o'clock game. Who you got, Bucks or
But
Falcons? Who there's these two fought for the division last year, and obviously we know the Bucks went on and went to the playoffs. So will this be a revenge game for the young quarterback for the Falcons?
I believe no, I believe and that's a root put it up. this game, but it's this game against the Buccaneers could be the Buccaneers that go out. That how about you?
I'm gonna go with the Bucks here. I think the Bucks will they're a little bit more established. The Falcons are building something great, but I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Um, Maybe in the second half of the season when these two face off again, I'll probably pick the Falcons this time around, getting the feel for the Falcons and how they're going to perform this season. So next up is Jets and Steelers, the Aaron Rodgers Bowl between these two organizations. Aaron Rodgers, if you don't know, was with the Jets and moved on from the Jets and is now with the Steelers. There was a lot of drama in his offseason, whether who he was going to be with, a New York Giant, or he was going to be with the Titans or this one or that one. He's now a Steeler. Who do you got between these two?
Well,
Uh,
well, this could be that one of his career. So it's a big game for also a big game for the field. The quarterback for the yeah. For me, I go to give me to get out the ill.
I'm gonna pick the Jets, and I'm gonna go with New York because you know what, New York's defense wasn't that bad, and yes, they I believe with the new head coach of Glenn, I believe he'll get the defense tuned up, and it'll be the defense that will win this game for the Jets against Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next up is the mighty Bengals, roar, and the Browns, another division rival. These two teams love squaring off against each other. It's always exciting. What do you got?
Well, I guess this could be that game for your factor. So, so anything can happen. I just say give me the back though. For the game.
I think the Bengals bounce back. They came on strong towards the end of the season. I believe that Burrow should have been a high candidate for the MVP based off his stats and numbers. That wasn't the case. He obviously it was Josh Allen that came up with the trophy. I'll take the Bengals over Shakur and Flacco with the Browns there because Flacco goes down. Obviously, Shakur will get a chance to
Yeah,
start. I'm pretty sure Browns fans would love to see that.
yeah.
And the league probably will want to see that, but I don't see that coming. I think Joe will try to manage the game the best he can. But the Bengals, I think, is a much right now a stable team on what direction they're going as a team. Uh, Dolphins, Colts is what you got at 1 o'clock. What do you
Uh,
got?
give me the upbeat. I will pay the upbeat before we start. So, give me the upbeat. I have a fun top of tell. How about you?
I'm gonna take the Colts by chance. Let's see what
Let's
the
go.
old Giants quarterback
Yeah, let's go. Let's do.
being his starting his first game as a Colt. Let's see what he can do for the Colts. And you know what? Um to the Moore family, sorry for your loss. Um I think the Colts might be playing a little bit emotional, um, considering that their owner passed away in this offseason. So I'll just go with the Colts. Let's see where that takes us. And then let's see. You got next up, still 1 o'clock game, folks. Raiders and Patriots, the Tom Brady time. I mean, like this is crazy. Tom Brady, part ownership of the Raiders, heavy influence. You got Pete Carroll, you got Geno Smith, and you got the Patriots squaring off. Who do you got?
Well, the picture and the picture and open uh the picture open with the top in poster open picture of you the picture quarterback but for me give me apple me okay that I mean that me a picture of I have the those are bad we can figure uh it got me a good ear for
So
that.
even though there are two new head coaches, they're not new to the league. These guys have been around
Yeah,
for a while.
yeah.
I'm going with the Raiders here, and Tom over his old team, the Patriots. Now, last 1 o'clock game of the day is the New York Giants versus the Commanders. Now we all know the Commanders surprised everyone last year. They started off strong. They went to the NFC Championship game and almost made it to the Super Bowl. First year of their rookie quarterback. Daniel. And at the end of the day, now they're going against the Giants, and the Giants is, as we can say, a big question mark. This is going to be a really tough season for them. Can they save their coach's job this season?
The thing for guys come for New York, can can make it to put to go play to me. I play
Is to win.
yeah. I I believe the game will tell to open it up the game for New York. Yeah,
So Giants or Commanders?
I think
You
New
got.
York.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Commanders here. I know, I know,
Oh,
I know. I'm gonna get some heat from some Giant fans, but I'm gonna go with the Commanders here. We're gonna see what the Giants bring. I know that they had a pretty good preseason, and they tried their best in the draft. They did pick up some good talent. I think their defense is gonna be telling, and we're gonna see where the Giants go from here.
okay.
So
You
we're going to
are.
move on now to our 4 o'clock games. There's 4 games for 4 o'clock. And the first one we're going to talk about is Titans and Broncos.
The game I think it'll be the Bronco. I believe the Bronco will get the win over the top end.
I'm going to say I believe the Broncos as well will get this victory, considering they went to the playoffs last year. They made
But
some important offseason connections,
uh,
and I think they improved their team and got themselves where they need to
but
be.
again, I got it's like a Bronco. Last time they let me put take a minute day.
Yes.
That's a
So
big achievement right there.
next up is the 49ers and Seattle Seahawks. I'll take the Seahawks here over the Niners. How about you?
I give me the phone over the
Okay. Seattle and Sam Donald, by the way, folks. Sam Donald left Minnesota. He is now the starting quarterback of Seattle. Seahawks. You got next up the Detroit Lions. Roar, for those Lions fans out there versus the Packers, a division rival. That should be a very entertaining game. Obviously, if you don't know, both coordinators from the Lions have left. They have starting head coaching jobs for other organizations. And now we're going to see what the Lions is made of. Can they maintain and be that same outstanding spirited team that their coach has built with different people stepping up to the plate now for offensive defense?
I I
Packers, Lions. Who you
I
got?
think I give me Detroit. I believe Detroit will get the by cooking.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Packers. I think the Lions has got a little bit to prove here. If they get past this game, because remember, these teams were in the playoffs last year. They get past the Packers with the crew that they have and everything, and they can stay healthy. Then I'll be on the Lions bandwagon. But right now, I'm going to go with the Packers. We're going to see what love brings to the table. Let's see. Last up before that we end Sunday evening, we got Texans versus the Rams.
Okay. This game is gonna be I gotta go into detail. Uh, give me the give me LA. I believe LA will get the by cooking. They have it.
I'm going to go with the Texans, a young team. I think they're hungry. Both these teams are also in the playoffs last year. This could have been a Super Bowl last year between these two teams.
Yeah.
Defense was solid across the board with both these organizations. And let's see what happens when they square off this Sunday. And then for Sunday night football, bum, 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 bum. I know that's Monday, but this is Sunday night football. You got Ravens versus the Bills right off the bat. A playoff rematch. Who you got?
It almost every year, but this is we want give me. I got to give me the reason to it. I believe the Bills will go
I'm going
over one.
with the Bills here. You can talk about the MVP of the league from last year, taking the MVP trophy from Lamar, who probably felt like he deserved it last year. I think this is going to be a hell of a game, a repeat of the playoffs, action packed Sunday night football. Let's hope the officiating get it right because there's going to be some calls in that game. There's going to be some attitude being played. And last up from Monday Night Football, which is now I can say, bum, 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 bum. Monday night, you got the Vikings versus the Chicago Bears. Roar. Let's
Well,
have it. Who you got?
I believe it's gonna be good. I thought I thought take a bit. It's just give me go. I believe go. We can go. We can call it that. How old you no more? But we call it old. You be like he'll play out here. So give me go. It's a good game. How about
Okay.
you?
I am going to go with the Bears here. Although, yes, the Vikings was a playoff team and they had a solid team last year playing. And obviously, these two teams squared off because they in the same division twice. But I think the Bears is going to be itching to have a lot to prove this season with their new head coach and what they're going to bring to the table. The head coach is obviously familiar with the division because he came from the Detroit Lions. He's very familiar with his opponent. I believe the Bears they make it over the hump this year. I'll take Bears over Vikings,
I did.
and so
I did out. Look, we put it like yeah.
is Packers versus the Commanders, and this
Of
should be a
course.
pretty good game coming
Yeah.
up next Thursday. Just so you folks make sure you tune in. Um, to watch these two teams square off again. Both these teams are in the playoffs. It's going to be interesting to see how these two teams square off. If the Commanders get past New York, this should be a really good game. Packers get past the Lions. Ooh, I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth watching and tuning in for that game. So we're
Well,
gonna leave it there, folks. The Eagles and Dallas Cowboys are back on the field playing. Enjoy the second half of the football. This is
I,
Alex and Felix Sports Talk,
I,
and we'll see you next
I,
week.
too.
Week 2, baby. Week 2.